I had my earbud that doesn't have a microphone on it in my ear. Okay, so you might be wondering why I look all red and space age. So this is red light therapy, baby. Yeah, this is really good. It's good for skin, anti-aging, it's good for muscles. It doesn't feel like anything, but it gets in below into the muscles. It relieves pain. And the other thing I have right now is my grounding mat, which just plugs into, you know, the three-prong out part of the outlet, the third prong for grounding, the grounding prong. It goes in the grounding prong. It plugs in with a cord, like a really thin cord, and the one that, this white one, and the one that goes in is really long, so it's nice because I can move it around the room or whatever, you know. It doesn't have to be right up next to an outlet. It can be far away. So I know this looks weird, but I just wanted to tell you. And so, I'm going to set my timer, or maybe I just keep a look at this here. Because, well, I'm actually going to use it to see if it helps the mosquito bites, because it says that it'll even help shrink them. And so I have to point it at my back at some point. So I'm gonna get off of here and do that. But you can safely look into it, even your eyes. They do give you glasses, but you can look into it because it heals your eyes too. So it's super healing and safe. So I read up on, there's a really geeky, sciencey book called The Science of Red Light Therapy. I think that's what it's called. Read it, listened to it today. And then I was reading another book, or I was listening to another book because I was in the car like 3.5 hours today. Because I had a doctor's appointment, and then I came home to let the dogs out shortly and get their food ready and all that stuff. And I didn't even have time to feed them though. I got my food ready and ate it on the way, and then I went back for a tire rotation at Les Schwab, and then I went to my riding lesson, and then I came home. I love the carnivore diet for simplicity because, you know, I already had roasts cooked, and I just ate the last of the roast, and I got some more steak out of the freezer. Right now I'm eating ruminant meat, salt, and water. I literally have to cut out, this is so crazy because it's never bothered me before, but it's this brand, I think, because I looked it up and it said that some brands of sparkling water can affect your gut biome. And it can be the sweeteners, which I get because some of those sweeteners do cause gut issues. And but this one doesn't have any sweetener in it at all. But it has flavorings in it. Like one of them's lemon flavored, the other one's grapefruit, the other one's lime. It's supposed to be natural flavors, but I'm pretty sensitive right now and it can cause histamine reactions. And I started to get histamine flare-ups and a runny nose and when I'm not sick, and what else? Well, I told you about the sore that I get in my nose, but I don't know if you even heard it yet because Some of my videos are not edited yet, which I haven't had time to do. So tomorrow I have to drive into Spokane again, so that'll be a couple hours of driving. Not 3.5. I drove an hour to Spokane, an hour back from Spokane, 45 minutes into the barn, and 45 minutes back. So that's an hour and a half plus, yeah, 3.5 hours. Crazy. That's what it is around here. That's one thing about living out here that I don't like. So, yeah, it's a lot of driving. But anyway, I was so excited about this red light therapy, and so I did a lot of research before I bought it because I wanted the right spectrum, and I wanted it to be effective. It feels good. It feels like it's helping my circulation. It doesn't feel too hot. It's not like a tanning light, so it doesn't have harmful rays, just the good rays. So it's pretty cool. And somebody said don't do it at night, but we'll see. We'll see if I did it wrong. But other people said that it relaxes you at night. So, which makes sense because it helps yeah, it's making me tingle. And then I've got the grounding thing going on too. Wow, that's crazy. That's cool. So I'm just doing 20 minutes, and I started it when I started with you guys. I'll get off of here in a few minutes, and then I'll put it on my back so I can. Oh, the mosquitoes are just terrible. And I put some baking soda paste on the mosquito bites, but literally there's mosquito bites that I cannot reach. Today, though, the mosquitoes were gone because the wind picked up, and the wind always, well, usually blows them away. So I love that for me, for us. And and the other thing is heat. So yay. One of the things that people claim with carnivore is that mosquitoes don't bite them. Well, they still love me a lot. And some people they don't love, and I wish I knew the secret. The other thing is, I'll show you I have to take it off my phone, so just a second. I got man, it's on your tub though. It's magneted on the back. So I got a pop socket. And if you don't know what these are, they're super cool. I can use it to stand my phone up too, because it sits on the surface like that. And then I also have, I'll show you. I have one for a car thing, stepping out of the red light. So one for the car. And then this is like a mini pop socket. Here I go back into the Star Trekky, whatever you want to call it. This is really, really bendable, and it's like a tripod kind of thing. It's got obviously 3 legs like that, and you can bend it, and you can hook it onto things. You could even use, I don't know, things to hook through the holes or whatever, and hook it to something to fasten your camera. But what you do, I'll show you without the camera on it, but you can imagine. What you do is you stick it in that notch and your camera's on there. Cool, right? You can take videos that way or whatever. Little mini tripod, a tabletop. And then you can hook it up onto something up high. if there's a pole or something like that, or even like a drawer handle or something, you can hook it on and do your filming that way or something. Anyway, cool. I missed my pop socket. Mine broke. It was so odd because they're really tough actually. And mine broke, and then the person in the email was supposed to help me, and they told me how to get it off. Well, I got it off, but then it's like, well, that was pointless because now my pop socket's broken and I can't get it back on. Anyway, but I got tired of messaging back and forth, so I just like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna eat it and pay for another one. So I did. I might still message them back and say, hey, I'm out of pop socket. Is there a guarantee of any kind? But anyway, I don't know. The pop socket I bought wasn't very spendy. Some of them are more expensive than others. This one goes onto a MagSafe case, which has the magnet on the back of the case to pop the socket on, so that you can take it off and set your phone on a Qi charger, like in the car or whatever. And I had a Qi charger in my old car. I don't have one in my new car. But I do have some of those Qi chargers, block thingies that I can set my phone on to charge if I don't have my cord. Anywho, and then, so just kind of getting things set up for filming. And this camera on this new phone, it's a, let me get it right, a Mac, not Mac Pro, a iPhone 15. I'll have to look it up because it's something Pro. It starts with an M. I don't know why my brain won't work. Well, I do, because I left the house before 7 o'clock this morning to go to an eye appointment in Spokane. And then I had some errands to run in Spokane, and then I came back for lunch, and then I went back over and went to get my tires rotated and went to the farm. So I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So tomorrow, either before I go to work, probably before, because I feel like I'm going to be really relaxed after this red light therapy. It already feels really good. I'm already 13 minutes in. They say you can do up to a half an hour, and it doesn't hurt you to do more. It just, you got the benefits by 20 minutes, they say. So half an hour doesn't hurt anything. So anyway, but it's super healing because it goes into your cells and your muscles, and it helps with pain. So this is like, I went riding today, and I don't really feel sore. I felt a little bit sore when I was in the saddle because it was a different saddle than I'm used to, and it kind of, the saddle that I was using puts me backwards onto the horse's back, and we are taught to stay forward. And so I was using a lot of muscle control to stay forward today. So anyway, but it was a good lesson. We did straight lines instead of circling and bending. We were doing straight corners. So it was a diamond exercise with cones, and you have to, if anybody's a rider, you'll know what I'm talking about, but You use your inside leg as you're coming up on the cone to make sure you're not too close to the cone, and then you use your outside leg to straighten the horse out. Usually you use your inside leg to give a bend, and then you can use a little bit of your inside rein to give a bend. But this way, you turn the horse on the corner, but then you straighten, you bring your hands together and straighten and keep the horse straight through the till the next corner. So it's a good exercise because I got really in the habit of using my inside leg, and this is more using the outside leg and just a little of inside leg when you're turning at the cone. So anyway, if that makes sense to those who ride, you will understand. So inside corner is the inside of your circle or your square. So anyway, and you use more leg than rein is the idea, but you do have to use a little bit of rein. Anyway, it's a kind of a balancing act, and it's good for the brain, good for the body. So I thought this red light therapy, I'm so excited. Now get this, I will put the link in the description for you. It is not my affiliate link. I'm not an affiliate. I could be, because, man, I like this. Anyway, I forget the brand. It's like not Corona, but something like that. And it has a stand. I think I showed. I'm flipping it around. See the stand? And then this is a heavy plate. And it has like foam like stuff on the bottom to keep it from marring the floor. And then if you want more stability, it's a heavy metal, kind of a heavy metal plate thing. You can still set something heavy on the front of it if you feel like it's tippy. If you have dogs and animals that run around. My dog is not around. I probably won't let him be around it until he gets more well trained. And I know that he's not going to. My package is from the stupid mosquitoes. So anyway, yeah, you guys, please subscribe, like, and subscribe. It's important. I have a video of my puppy that has like 900 views. I haven't checked recently. Last I knew it had 880, close to 880 views or whatever. And that's so cool. But I don't have any new subscribers, which makes me think that, because it looked like from the, what do you call, the demographics or whatever it's called, the, when you look on YouTube to see what's what about the people that are watching a particular video, it looked like they were all new viewers, which means nobody new subscribed. Bummer. Anyway, the video was my dog doing, I did another, was it slow motion again? Yeah, it was a slow-mo thing, him catching his toy. He's good at it, jumping up, and I think the title is My Pup Has Hops. Anyway, he's been a really good boy lately. Working on Leave It, which he really needed to work on. I drop things on the floor on purpose and give the command for him to leave it and toss him a treat or give him a treat, especially if he voluntarily does not go to the item. But he grabbed something off the counter. We've been working on Drop It too. I didn't have a treat in my hand because I had gone in the bedroom for a minute, came back out, and he had grabbed off the counter, which he's not allowed to do, but he did it when I wasn't looking. He grabbed off the counter this foam, like weather stripping thing, and he grabbed it and he had it in his mouth. And I don't want him to swallow it, and I don't want him to chew it up in pieces and swallow it and stuff. Wasn't resource guarding it. He almost thought about it. I saw him thinking about resource guarding it and growling at me and snipping at me, but I'm like, ay, ay. So anyway, I got it away by offering him a treat, and he came. I said, come, came to me, and I gave him the treat, and then I went and got the thing, the foam thing, picked it up, and dropped it back on the floor and said, leave it. And he left it alone, and I gave him another treat. So anyway, he's starting to get the concept of leave it. He's had the concept, he's just anyway. The other thing I'm going to do tonight, this is all about me tonight. It's all about spa in my house, right? Then I don't have to drive into town, spend a lot of money at the gym or whatever. Planet Fitness, I used to be a member. They have tanning and red light therapy. I'm feeling warm because it's helping my circulation. I can tell it's working. And then there's massage, aqua massage tables there, which are the water comes up underneath a waterproof, kind of cloth-like waterproof cover, and you lay on it and the water jets massage. It feels really good. I like aqua massage. It's really nice. Well, the gym that I'm at now is Move Fitness, and only one Move Fitness in town has the water massage, and that one doesn't have a swimming pool. So it's like I want the massage pool. So plus the other one is further away from my house. But I'll have to plan a trip over to the one that has the massage tables too. But anyway, it's kind of cool. And then, this $79, 79, 75 or 79. I think it's 79. And plus tax in our state, Washington state tax. But it's really cool, and that's worth it to me. And then I've been looking into the red light therapy for home, and this is a full body one. They have smaller ones like for your face or for just do a part of your body, but this one has this telescoping stand, which is really cool. It looked like it was supposed to have like a kind of like an easel stand kind of thing, which would be cool, but it didn't come with the easel stand. I'll have to look on Amazon and see if it was supposed to, because it said in the booklet that that easel stand was included in the box, but I don't see it. Anyway, it doesn't matter to me. I probably use a stand more than I would that anyways. And this has like a connector that might work on my tripod, which means that I could put it, I don't really need to put it on my tripod though, because I can shorten this. It goes up high or low or whatever. Anyway, oh boy, it's been 25 minutes. I gotta get off of here because I'm not used to the red light, so I probably should put it on my back and go to bed, and then I'm gonna do the vibration plate, and because the combination of the vibration plate and then the grounding mat is really cool, because we were not meant to be in rubber synthetic soles all the time. We were meant to go out and go barefoot, and I'm kind of a wimp about going barefoot. A couple of reasons. I probably should just take some time and go out in the grass. Um, I got stung one time when I was a kid. I used to run around barefoot all the time. And I was at the park barefoot. I've gotten cut with glass because there were stupid people that drank beer and busted their bottles. Anyway, and I've cut my foot before, and then I got stung one time on clover because I was running through clover and I got stung. That sucked. Anyway, so I'm kind of leery about sharp things on the ground that I might miss and step on or whatever, but you know, I can examine the ground and then pick my spot and then go out and ground, do some grounding. I know it sounds kind of hippy-dippy, but I don't care because it's a real thing. God made the earth and he made us to walk on it, and he made our bodies with electrical, current flowing through, and the earth has electrical current that flows through, and it's a real thing. So, there. Ninner, ninner. So, I'm getting all sciencey-diancy today, lately, with the red light therapy and looking into the mitochondria and the metabolism and all the things. That book on brain is super interesting. He talks about not a carnivore or keto diet, which I think if he researched it, he would recommend that too, but because he saw some really good results with the treatment he did, but he recommended the Mediterranean diet, which is it's hard to define the Mediterranean diet, but I think he's thinking about a lower carb Mediterranean diet. But the carnivore is even better because, like I've said, it cuts out the oxalates, cuts out the carbs down to really low. Wow, I can feel this grounding mat working. Maybe it's the combination of the red light therapy and the grounding mat. This is crazy. Crazy awesome. So, anyway, good things are happening. I'm really working on healing my body and healing my thyroid, and so I'll let you know if I need to use the protective eyewear until my eyes get used to this, but I would like to use it as treatment for my eyes as well. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I think I'm gonna have time to edit video tomorrow. I do have to run into Spokane and back. I don't have too much to do, but I need to go see my son, and he never wants to visit very long, but I'll go in and take him a couple of things he wants, and I'll go take that to him and say hey to him and make him visit with me. You know what I mean? And then, oh, I want to tell you this story, and then I'll get off. Today when I was in the Les Schwab, it was really interesting. I was talking to the lady that was sitting near me at a different table. They have tables in there. And she was dinking on her phone and eating some popcorn and stuff. And I sat down and she said, "Do you have a flat tire?" And I said, "No, I'm just getting my tires rotated." She says, "I have a flat tire." I said, "Oh, that's a bummer." So we got to talking about flat tire stories, because I have some flat tire stories. Anyway, um, Les Schwab, like the commercial, they saved my bacon when they were after closing, and I had a flat tire and I didn't realize it was flat because I was driving in the snow, so you couldn't really tell. And I was like, why am I sliding so much? I have good tires on my car. I think I even had snow tires at the time. Anyway, it was nuts. So I got in there after hours. They stayed open for me and fixed my tire. But anyway, back to this lady. So we get to talking. Turns out that towards the end of the conversation, I tell her that my son just went into long-term care because he has Asperger's, autism. And she said, "Oh, my daughter has that." And she said that she worked with kids in special needs kids at the school. Anyway, my back is itchy. Oh. So, anyway, so then I told her about the book I'm reading called Brain Energy because it talks about metabolism and mitochondria and he's a psychiatrist, and so he doesn't believe in just throwing medicine. He talked about medicine, but he talked about the ones that are good and the ones that are bad, and sometimes you need it for a season to get through a rough patch or whatever. But his advice seemed really sound. Anyway, it's super interesting what he was talking about, and I'm gonna listen to it again because there was a lot of detail in it. Anyway, I think I'm still listening. It's still got more to it. Anyway, what was the other one? I had to switch. I forgot I was still on cellular data. I needed to switch over to my Wi-Fi. So, because my cell data was going off. So, these mosquitoes bit me in the head. Man, wicked things. I swear I needed to bathe I have an herbal spray because I don't like using chemicals. I have an herbal spray. I definitely don't want to use DEET. And the herbal spray works, but dang, I need a bathtub full of it so I can hop in it every time I want to go out and then get dressed, all doused in it completely from head to toe. Then I'd get it in my eyes, and that wouldn't be good. Seriously, though, they bite anywhere that isn't covered for me. Head and everything. It's disgusting. So, but anyway, maybe this red light, because the red light reduces inflammation. So that's what I'm hoping that maybe that's why my skeeter bites are itching. Maybe they're, because the blood is, flowing through, and then when I get out of it, my inflammation will go down even more because carnivore causes you. Anyway, I feel like this red light therapy and the vibration plate therapy and the grounding, it's just all like and carnivore tied together to heal, you know? So I'm just doubling down on everything to feel better, and I feel like I could have better muscle tone. And this red light therapy, one of the things that it helps with is muscle tone. It helps with a lot of things, but it helps with muscle repair because it goes deep into the muscle. I can feel it. I can really feel it. It's going into my cells and my muscles and my, blood circulation, and everything is super good. So I'd recommend it to anyone, and it's super safe, really safe. I didn't read anything that was unsafe about it. Some people said, don't do it for more than whatever, but then I heard somebody else say, you can't, some other place online said there have been no deleterious, I don't think they said that word, but anyway, no negative effects for just doing it as long as you want. So anyway, but I do feel like I need to get it off of my eyes because my eyes are tired. And I went to the eye doctor today, and things look really good for a preemie who has retinopathy of prematurity. which is of course your retinas being thin and thick in places and thin in others, and all of that, being vulnerable. Everything looks really stable. And my prescription is stable. It's the same as what it was before. So it hasn't gone downhill. It's pretty good. So anyway, I'll talk at you later. I can't think anymore because I'm really relaxed, ready to go to sleep. So I'm gonna put myself on the vibration plate and get that done, and brush my teeth and go to bed. So y'all, did I tell the whole story about that lady and her daughter? Ugh, so tired. Anyway, it was super cool. Okay. So I said she needs fat, and she said, I'm gonna talk to her about that. I said if she's open to it, show her this book called Brain Energy and talk to her about, carnivore and getting, because she is carnivore, but she doesn't eat fat. And I don't know how you do it, because I said she needs fat, because if you don't have the carbs, you have to fuel with fat. You don't have any fuel if you don't eat fat. You have to. And that the fat burns. It's your fuel, like gasoline. Your gas tank runs dry because that's your fuel. And so same with fat. And so your body becomes a fat burning machine because of ketones and fat adaptation. Oh, and by the way, I bought not very much, just well, it didn't cost me very much, a bottle of ketone strips. I don't have them right here with me, but it's a urine test thing. You do it in first thing in the morning, which I forgot to do this morning because I had to get up so early and I was half asleep. So, and I had to be out the door before 7, and I didn't get to sleep till 12:30. I don't know. These mosquito bites are so freaking itchy, and I have to treat them at night so I can sleep. If anybody has any ideas. Oh, and I really, really, really ask you, please, 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 like, comment, subscribe. And here's why I want comments. Because then I can give you the videos and the topics that you want. I can expound on things that you ask me questions about, and we can actually have a back and forth. Right now, because I only have I shouldn't complain. I've got over 100 subscribers. Yay! It's certainly better than it was, and I'm happy about that. But since I restarted YouTube, it hasn't gone up from that. It's gone up. It went up from 100 to 108. So, I mean, I'll take it. That's great, right? Every 10 subscribers or whatever should be a celebration, you know? I mean, I get it that people end up with 500,000 subscribers and all that, and that's great, but I'm starting out. So I need to be able to get going here and do better videos. And one of the, there was a tip video on making YouTube videos. This lady, she was brand new to YouTube, had never done videos, wasn't good with the camera, and there, that lighting is better. Anyway, speaking of being good with the camera, anyway, she talked about how she really quickly built her audience. And I'll have to listen to it again, but it was really good. And she talked about improving. One of the main things that I got out of it, took away from it, was improve. Every video improves something. Think about what, and be a really, really good study of other channels that are successful. And so she did it, and she had this goal to monetize her channel by a specific date, and she did it. And it was like super fast. And so she just knows, like, you look at the algorithm or whatever the rules about monetization. I forget how many, views you have to have and how many hours of viewing you have to have, but it's all part of that algorithm, and then they will monetize your channel. And so she started to get checks, not big ones at first, but she did. And so I think that would encourage me to keep going, because let's face it, when you have a YouTube channel and you want it to do well, hello there, somebody's here. Or I thought they were. Anyway, when you want it to do well, then what was I saying? That was distracting. I had a notification pop up on my phone right in front of me. Ooh, stop doing that. I need to make those notifications go away while I'm on here. That if you want to have good videos, then monetization. So have a goal for monetization, because then you're improving. So what I was saying is, let's face it, if you're not monetized and you're not making any money, but you're putting in time that you could be working and making other money or doing a business, another business, I mean, a workman's worthy of their wages, and this is work. I mean, I know some people don't think it's work and they don't think it's important or whatever, but then you watch it, right? You watch it. We pay for movies, we pay for our cable, we pay for TV, we pay, we pay, and they throw ads at us all the time. If you don't want the ads on YouTube, pay for the subscription. It's worth it to me. I pay for the subscription and I never have to watch an ad. And the YouTubers, the creators, they still get paid from ads because they just do. That's the way it works with the subscriptions. We don't have to watch the ads. And you can turn them off at a certain point. The ad says skip ad or whatever. You have to watch a couple seconds or whatever, and that's how the creators get paid, from people watching ads. But yeah, my subscription is $14.99, I think, something like that. Might have gone up to $15.99. Anyway, I pay for other things per month, right? And to me, that's worth it. It saves me time. I'm on YouTube a lot, watching stuff, learning stuff. I'm watching the Chad Daybell. I haven't talked anything about that. The Chad Daybell. I watched the Lori Daybell, Lori Vallow Daybell trial. She's in jail, and she should be. And I'm watching Chad Daybell's trial. I need to watch the update for today now that I'm home. But because they did their last day, I believe it was the last court day, and then they're going into deliberation with the jury, Crazy. They had 67, if I got the number right, they had 67 witnesses. Crazy. Anyway, but I just wonder, like, all the Mormon crimes, the, what was it? Ruby Frankie and Jody Hildebrand. Whew, what a couple of pieces of work. But it's the same thing. And I don't know if you knew, but Tim Ballard, the hero of, I didn't even go to the movie. I started to hear through the grapevine that he did stuff that he shouldn't do. I was thinking about going to the movie at first before I heard that, and then it's like, no, mm-mm. But anyway, he's Mormon, and you know, what do you expect? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I'm not saying all Mormons would be like this, but when you start talking about polygamy and trading wives around and husbands around and stuff like that, and Joseph Smith was not a good man, and he lied. I'm sorry if you're Mormon and you don't know this yet, but your shelf needs to break because, and I know it's hard because you lose your family and everything else. It's so intertwined with, you know, you might lose kids, family, brothers, sisters, whatever, but the Bible says, blessed is he who loses father, mother, sister, for my sake, for Jesus' sake. So, you know, because it's important for us to believe the truth and not just keep following something that's a lie. And I know the Christian church has all of its problems too, and people who are not perfect, but, and we can't make excuses for our debauchery either, but we look at Jesus, not at people. We have to look at Jesus. And is he the way, the truth, and life? I believe he is. So no one comes to the Father except through him. And I don't mind talking about it. Let's not, if you decide to go in the comments and talk, let's not bash. Let's, you know, be kind and not call names, because this society, especially with the C word, with a V in it in the middle, caused a lot of division, and we don't need it. We really don't. We need to unify, and we've got work to do. Especially as Christians, we have work to do to share the love of Jesus with people and let them know that, yes, we sinned. Yes, there is evil. I think it should be obvious. There is evil. Look at all this. Look at how people are murdering other people in the name of Mormonism. It's insane. Really insane. And people's thought processes, they just need freedom. They need to repent, and they need to not follow people blindly into deception. The other thing I've been looking at is Scientology. The protesters and stuff that are going out and exposing it, and all over, and the US and the world actually, and they're protesting, and Scientology is crashing, and so is Mormonism. I believe God is tearing down, and I think God is tearing down, sorry to say, but God is tearing down Christian churches that aren't right too. The ones that are like Benny Hinn is falling apart because he won't repent for being greedy and faking miracles and stuff. I'm not saying miracles don't happen. They do. They do. God's healed me. He's healed me many times. And I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to stand before man and deny that God hasn't healed me. But you can't, like, they have people who, like security, that make sure that only people that they deem can go up on the stage, and they vet it, but then they don't have them go back to their doctor and um, have the, papers in hand to show. I think they should. I think they should. If you're gonna make a big show out of how this person was healed and stuff, and that person was healed of this and that, and you're not really making sure that they really were healed. There was a lady who was supposedly healed of cancer, and she went home and died. Like a few months later, she died. And I believe it was a few months. And it's just craziness. And I think God is cleaning his church because he's coming for a pure and spotless bride. And if we don't let him purify us, then what's going on? What is going on? It's a cry and shame, It's really threatened to pull me off the tracks, and I need to stay on the tracks and stay on track with the Lord, because it's disheartening when you see such deception and people that you thought you could trust. Now, Benny Hinn, I always thought there was something iffy there, and Joel Osteen, and different ones, and I'm not going to start naming names or whatever. I could, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's so sad. We need to focus on Jesus. We need to become more like him and let him sanctify us. And it's important that we stick to the path and not deviate. And go ahead and ask God questions. Go ahead and tear it up with Jesus and just say, I don't understand, God. Because his heart's broken too. And, if you see things that seem like contradictions in the Bible, ask him questions. Ask him about it. Search it. Dig it out. Look at the original language. See if the translation that you're reading is correct or not, Just do it. But do be careful about where you're searching. I have a brother that's looking into the Gospel of Thomas, which he's told me bits and pieces of it. I've heard bits and pieces of it. I've seen people exposing videos of the Gospel of Thomas, reading it and stuff aloud. And I don't even know if it was written by Thomas. I don't think it was. Anyway, I don't know. But the devil has ways of trying to deceive people. And there's stuff out there that just isn't true, and I don't have in front of me what issues with that there are, but I'm just saying, just be careful of what what you read. My brother's like, I said there's prophecies about Jesus, well, he was talking about Judas not committing suicide, that Judas died a whole different way and people killed him or something like that, and that Judas didn't really do what it says in the Bible that he did. And I said, there's prophecies He goes, well, how do you know those weren't written after Jesus died? I said, no, they were written very clearly. They were written before, because they're in the Old Testament. And they're written before about this man that would kiss Jesus and deceive him and lead him off to, be crucified. And that he would take even the number of pieces of silver that he would take. I can't remember how many. Anyway, 5 pieces. Anyway, however many. And all of that was prophesied. So I'm going to makes me search out the scriptures, right? Talking to people that have read different things and believe different things that may or may not be true. You got to look at it and dig in, and you can read this stuff from other, people that claim they know, but then compare it to things that are reliable, and what are they claiming? They're claiming that it wasn't written when the Bible says it was, and it was da 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 da. And yes, there were books of the Bible that they didn't, well, books that should be in the Bible, I believe. Like, I think that Enoch should be in the Bible. Jesus quoted Enoch. Jude quoted Enoch. There's lots of places where Enoch was quoted in the Bible. And there's other books, like the book of Jasher is mentioned in the Old Testament. Can't remember, is that First Kings or something? Anyway, I'll have to look it up. But I mean, you could just really get a treasure trove of information if you really dig. This video wasn't going to be about this, but that's okay, right? So anyway, I can't remember why I got on that topic, but I did. It's good. It's good. I'm wondering if the red light therapy, it is supposed to heal your skin and make your skin more firm and soft, and it's supposed to help scars. So I bet it will help this scar and help I still have numbness, and it is supposed to help like with neuropathy and stuff. I'd be interested to see if it affects my ketones when I check in the morning. I might be in a deeper ketosis. Anyway, I've already been on here an hour, and I'm going to put it on my back too. And I'll let you know how I'm feeling as we go along. I might have you come join me live again, or I might do an edited version, but I just decided to go on live to show you my new red light therapy. It's pretty cool. I mean, $79, that's not bad for something that's going to heal me. And I'm not with Planet Fitness anymore. I'm with Move Fitness. Move Fitness doesn't have the red light therapy. And I've been looking for red light therapy, but you have to go to a spa or something, and not all spas have it. And you got to pay the bucks, and you keep paying. And this way I can do it whenever I want to. And it's awesome. I can do it every day. I can do it while I'm reading. I have some books that I want to read and haven't gotten to them, and I could use it as an excuse to read and stuff like that. And I'm not under a tanning lamp where I'm going to burn. It does not produce vitamin D, apparently, but it does make your body work better in so many ways, and I'm pretty sure it helps with, I'll have to do some research, but I bet you it helps your body produce its own nutrients and vitamins, So, and just work better. I know it helps with circulation and all that stuff. And it helps firm up your skin, your face, You're, it makes you look more youthful. Don't I look youthful already? And I need to take the glasses off and let it, even look into it. But I'll have to get used to that. And I'm going to look into, because I know it said go ahead and look into it because it's very healing to the eyes. And I need that. I've got a lot of scar tissue in my left eye from retina detachment, surgeries. I've had cataract surgery in both eyes. I've had glaucoma surgery, da 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 da. A lot of stuff. Oh, 2 people on. Hey people. I was saying, go ahead and comment. Let's have an interactive community so I know what to do videos on. And I can not just sit here and talk to myself. Gets lonely over here. Don't leave me alone. All right. Anyway, but I am going to get off because I got to go to bed. It's only, I guess it's 8:20. So I am going to go. But come back again because I'll be here. Bye.